I'm not sure if a lot of gamers, a lot of game developers are not aware of this, but demons and hellhounds and fallen angels, they're not myths. They're real entities that exist on the other side. Hey guys, Ethan here. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys seen me before, welcome back. If you guys are new, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing about two major topics that needs to be talked about. One is going to be about the Diablo 4 video game, and the other one is going to be about Megan Fox. So I'm going to start off with Diablo 4 because Megan Fox is going to be something totally different, something that you guys may not have heard about. So starting with Diablo 4, that is actually an RPG video game. I actually did not play it, and the reason why I did not play it is because, well, if you guys take a look at the image right here, that there's an entity standing there. And if you guys don't know who that entity is, well, that is a fallen angel. And that fallen angel is Lilith. She's actually a fallen angel. And a lot of gamers, a lot of game developers don't even know that. I'm not even sure if they know that she is real. She's actually a real entity, and she's not a nice one. I don't like her at all. She's actually a very deceitful entity. Have I met her personally? No. Do I plan on meeting her? I don't think I do, but I don't think it's something that I don't want to interact with. But maybe someday I'll ask my spirit guides if I wanted to interact with her, but she's not a positive entity. She's a very deceitful and negative entity that I don't want to pretty much mess with. In fact, I have some personal reasons why I don't like her at all. I despise her a lot. But what I'm trying to point out is that in the game, I have seen some gameplay of the video game itself, and I'm not gonna lie, like, it looks pretty cool in its own way. I have played the other game before, which was Diablo 3. In fact, if you guys don't know, if you guys did not know about, was that Diablo actually stands for devil in Spanish, if you guys did not know about. So that was the reasons why I never played that. But the second reason is obviously Lilith herself. I do not want to play the game because of that entity that's been presented in the image. The third reason, the last, that I did not want to play it is because there are a lot of demons and hellhounds in that game. And I'm not sure if a lot of gamers, a lot of game developers are not aware of this, but demons and hellhounds and fallen angels, they're not myths. They're real entities that exist on the other side. They're real entities. I'm not sure if they actually notice this, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't think there are even into spirituality, which I don't think they aren't, but I don't think they're aware of that. Whatever the game developers are doing, they're making some stuff out of her, and from those other games, like those other dark games, whatever. They're like creating all the stuff, all these effects for the game, but they don't even notice that these entities, these dark entities, are real. People don't even notice that, which I don't really blame the game developers for making Lilith, but she is not something to be messed with at all. So that was the reason why I don't play the game. In fact, my dad asked me if I ever played the game, but I refused to, and I didn't want to explain my reasonings. But that's pretty much what the reasons were, is that it's very dark. and there's so much negative entities that are presented in that game. And the third is, well, is pretty much the fallen angel, which is Lilith. I don't like her at all. And I wish that people didn't have to create a game like this, and I really don't want the game developers to keep, like, I feel like I have a gut feeling that they have more stories going on for this character, but to me personally, I don't want the game developers to keep succeeding the storyline of what they have in mind for the character, because it's just too darn dark, and I'm not sure if a lot of gamers are aware of this, but these are actual real dark entities that exist on the other side. They're not myths. So, either way, my video is not really gonna convince the game developers. I mean, you guys might be thinking, well, it's just a video game. What's the big deal with that? Well, I just don't like the fact that she exists in the game, though, which there's nothing really much I can do about it, but the game developers can do whatever the hell they want. It doesn't matter, what they do with it, though. They could just make whatever storyline they want to do with the character. I just don't like the Fallen Angel at all. I just don't like her. In fact, if at some point they do end the storyline for Lilith, I'm happy with that, but for me, I just, whatever plans they have for the storyline for Diablo 4, I don't want it to last very long. In fact, I prefer to have it short, just from my opinion. So, enough with all that, what I was going through to tell you guys about. Now, I'm going to be talking about Megan Fox. Okay, so, I have heard a couple of psychics that have talked about her, and I'm a bit surprised that Megan Fox actually does this, but she actually performs magic. And what kind of magic, you guys might be asking me what she does? Well, she's actually confessed to the public that she's actually been, making, blood ritual magic, which I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Oh my gosh. And the thing is that I was completely caught off guard, that I did not expect, and I was totally not ready for, was that Megan Fox is actually a mystic. And if you guys are kind of wondering what the hell is a mystic, well, it's basically another word for a witch. But she's actually not a positive witch at all. She's actually, to me, she's actually a dark mystic. And I do want to play a clip right here that when I was looking at this video that the game developers were featuring for her, for the Diablo 4 game, the thing that I was not anticipating was that when I was looking at the video, I actually somehow read offer, which that was not intentional, but somehow this happened for a reason. And I'm not sure if a lot of psychics are aware of this, but maybe a couple psychics are aware of this matter. She has a very, a dark energy inside her. In fact, I believe her soul is very dark. And the second thing that I got completely off guard was that there is a negative entity. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. My throat. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. My throat is... Okay. I was actually prepared for this moment. Maybe not, but... Oh my gosh. Okay. So, what I'm about to point out is that whatever entities she has, it's pretty much, they're telling me not to speak out what's happening, but you know what? I ain't gonna let that happen, and I ain't gonna let that stop me, but I'm gonna talk about it. Okay. Okay, they're trying so hard. Okay. I have spirit guides with me still, so I'm still protected anyway. I actually just prepared myself for this moment. So, sorry about the interruption, but the entities she's working with, they're trying to not make me, like, they're trying to prevent me from speaking out what I'm trying to say here, but she has a dark entity attached to her, and that is preventing me for not speaking out what's going on and what's going on behind the scenes. So, yeah, you guys heard me. She has... Actually, I want to stop here for a moment because... Hang on, I need to give myself a break for a moment. Alright guys, so I apologize for me cutting right there, though I had to give my throat chakra a bit of a rest right now because those dark entities that she has over her, they did not want me to speak out the truth. But, like I said before, I was not going to let that stop me. But I had to expose this out as much as I can. And for good reason. So, yeah. A lot of game developers, a lot of employees that work for the game, for Diablo 4, that feature her, they don't even realize that there are negative entities around her. They don't even realize that. And second thing is that they don't even know that she's actually a mystic, and to me, she's a dark mystic. But the worst thing I want to point out is that when I psychically read off of her, which was not intentional for me, but Spirit wanted me to notice, but during the reading time, I felt something like very dark in her soul, but also that the entity that what I felt from her, it felt very familiar to me, but I don't even know what entity it is. I know it is dark, but I just don't even know who the hell this entity is. In fact, just to let you guys know though that dark entities, they don't really tell their names, because if they somehow did, it would have been easier to pretty much expel those entities away from anyone that had an attachment. That's the reason why these dark entities, they don't talk about it. They don't pretty much express themselves of what their name is and who they're under the command of, basically. So that's pretty much all I had to say from here, though. And I'm probably going to have to do some meditation for tonight because I had a feeling at some point that these entities did not want me to talk about this at all. So, but like I said, I have spirit guides with me. I'm still safe, and I had these bracelets on for me to ground myself just in case anything were to happen. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say here. But the last thing I want to say is that I will not follow her, and I would absolutely not trust her at all whatsoever. That's pretty much all I have to say here. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, stay shiny out there, and I'll see you guys another time.